Hey, welcome to Tips and Tea with Linnea FNP. My name is Linnea Baker. I am a board-certified family nurse practitioner. I am a certified health and well-being coach, and I am an Arbonne independent consultant. I am so grateful for each of you for showing up, and I really, truly hope this brings you value. Today, we're going to talk about mushroom magic, unveiling the healing power of medicinal mushrooms for optimal health. Absolutely incredible topic that I've been really researching and looking forward to sharing with you guys. And so let's dive in. All right. So when we start to talk about medicinal mushrooms, truly, guys, it is mind-blowing how incredible the research is in this area. So first, let's just take a look at the important information to drive home the significance of fungi on Earth. It just blows my mind as I did the research for this topic today. Over 1.5 million species of fungi are on Earth, and that is 6 times more species of fungi on Earth than there are plants. I had no idea. This is a really cool fact. The DNA of mushrooms are more identical to human DNA than any other plants. Mind-blowing. Now, just to remind you guys, fungi are not part of the plant kingdom. They have their own kingdom. And according to the research, mushrooms actually correct everything on Earth. They support life, they convert life, and they carry life. So very, very important for our existence that fungi exist. So fungi actually break down plant and animal life, and they make it usable for new plant and animal life. So they are actually breaking down and decomposing, and then that gives nutrients into the soil that helps everything thrive. And then there was a 2019 Netflix documentary called Fantastic Fungi. And I actually heard about this when I was traveling to the Bahamas not too long ago. I met a girl there who has now become a dear friend of mine, Dr. Sarah Pace, and she is a chiropractor and holistic practitioner. And she told me to watch this video on Fantastic Fungi when we were talking. So I watched the documentary on mushrooms, and it blew my mind. Really incredible documentary. And they actually describe mushrooms as the digestive tract of the forest. Mushrooms are the digestive tract of the forest. That's powerful because you guys know, if you've been following me, how important gut health is. So mushrooms are the digestive tract of the forest. So guys, if you're interested in hearing more about this fascinating world of fungi, I highly recommend you watch this Netflix documentary, Fantastic Fungi. Really had incredible information and definitely worth the watch. It absolutely blew my mind. I had no idea the power of mushrooms and what was out there and how they contribute to the ecosystem. So if you're interested, watch that. There are 3 categories of mushrooms that humans have intentionally interacted with, and they include, we know, the culinary mushrooms, the ones we cook with, right? There's actually a category of psychedelic mushrooms many of you may have heard of, and there's a lot of research going on in that area related to that. And then medicinal mushrooms, which have healing and regenerative attributes. So when we look at the history of medicinal mushroom use, actually, medicinal mushrooms have been used for centuries in various traditional Eastern medicine practices, and they've had significant part of Chinese medical practice. According to the NIH article, or one of them, the National Institute of Health, Chinese culture has actually considered mushrooms a health food for centuries and named them the, quote, elixir for life. And then in Korea and Japan, they also have a long-standing history of medicinal mushroom use. So definitely a part of Eastern medicine for sure for a long time. And the NIH article goes on to state that ancient Greeks believed that mushrooms provided strength for warriors in battle, and the Romans perceived mushrooms as the food of the gods. Powerful, guys, right? Crazy. Now, modern science is actually uncovering the remarkable health promoting properties of these mushrooms. And there's actually extensive research available listing the many health benefits of medicinal mushroom use. And we're going to break that down for you. So according to the NIH article on medicinal mushrooms, there are more than 100 100 medicinal functions produced by mushrooms and fungi. Key medicinal uses are antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, anti-allergic, immunomodulating. That means it helps bring the volume of the immune system up or down, depending on the response needed. Cardiovascular protector. Anti-hyperlipidemic just means it helps lower cholesterol. Antiviral, antibacterial, antiparasitic, antifungal, digestive and detoxification health benefits, as well as having hepatoprotective, which means protecting the liver, neuroprotective, protecting the nervous system, nephroprotective, protecting the kidneys, and osteoprotective effects, which is bone health. So does that just blow your mind? I was reading this and I was like, who knew? I'm one of those people that love eating mushrooms anyway. So it is included in my diet, but, and I'm going to I'll give you guys at the end some information on some key things I do, but, truly, this blew my mind, guys. If I had that emoji with the mind blowing, like I'd be putting that all over this today. And then they additionally protect against, so medicinal mushrooms additionally have been shown to protect against tumor development and inflammatory processes. So you guys know, who are following me, I talk about gut health a lot. I talk about chronic inflammation a lot. And remember, chronic inflammation is the playground and the spark for many of the chronic diseases that plague the United States. The top 10 causes of death, most of those in the United States are related to chronic inflammation. So medicinal mushrooms are also called adaptogens, and adaptogens just mean that they can help the body adapt to stress and maintain balance, which we all need that in this world, right? It's crazy out there. And this adaptogenic quality can attribute to improved resilience and overall well-being. So according to the Fantastic Fungi documentary, and then the Model Health Show, I've shared that podcast with you before, but the author who does that podcast is Sean Stevenson. He's a registered dietitian, does tons of research in this area for decades. And he's this podcast in particular, he does health and wellness, holistic health and wellness, but the podcast is called The Truth About Medicinal Mushrooms. So between the documentary and this podcast, they say that there are parts of mushrooms that are more advantageous to human health in different areas. Guys, the mycelium, this was mind-blowing too. I didn't know this. The mycelium is the root system of the mushrooms, and it's like an underground network. And there are actually 300 miles of fungi under every step you take in the forest, everywhere in the world. Holy cow. Like, seriously. Okay. The mycelium. It's actually considered the Earth's original World Wide Web, and it has more networks than our brain has neural pathways. More networks than our brain has neural pathways. Let that sit in for a minute or sink in. So the network is actually, this mycelium network is actually how trees and other plants communicate with each other. I had no idea trees and plants communicated with each other. Did you guys? Have I just been living in the dark ages? Trees can send nutrients to their own kin, and they are able to swap nutrients with other trees via the mycelium network connecting them. Again, guys, like, isn't it incredible how the ecosystem works? According to that Netflix documentary, Fantastic Fungi, plants know when they are under threat or when other trees miles away are under threat. Wow. And it just is showing you the intelligence of the ecosystem and how it's developed to work together. I mean, just crazy. Okay, and then there's the fruiting body, which is the actual mushroom itself. That's the stalk and cap. And then mushrooms have spores instead of seeds. The spores are the fungi reproductive system in place of seeds. Now, this is important. Beta glucans. I didn't understand what beta glucans were before, so I did some research on them because I wanted to know what they are and why they're important. So according to the NIH article on medicinal mushrooms, B glucans or beta glucans are the main polysaccharides found in mushrooms, and around half of the fungal cell wall is constituted by beta glucans. Beta glucans are responsible for anti-cancer, immunomodulating, that means it upregulates or downregulates the immune system response appropriately, anti-cholesterolemic, meaning lowers cancer, antioxidant, and neuroprotective activities of many edible mushrooms. So it's the B-glucans or beta-glucans that do a lot of this. They're also recognized as potent immunological stimulators in humans, right? Stimulating the immune system, and have been demonstrated for their capacity for treating several diseases. Wow. Natural products with fungal B-glucans or beta-glucans have been consumed for thousands of years, and they've been considered to improve general health. Beta-glucans induce both innate and adaptive immune responses. So guys, do you remember the immunity talk I did? If not, it was a few weeks ago, and you guys can go back and look at that presentation, that video I did. But immunity, in that presentation, I broke down the immune system a little more for you so you understood it. But remember, there's two types of immunity. There's the innate or natural immune part of the system, and then there's the adaptive or acquired immune system part. And remember, the innate immune system is our first line of defense. And that includes our physical barriers like our skin and mucous membranes, but it also includes the gut lining. Remember, we talked about that. And the innate immune system works immediately upon pathogen entry, and pathogen is just a disease-causing organism. That's all that means. Now, adaptive immunity, developed over time and with exposure, right? It's acquired, or we adapt to it. And it provides specific protection against pathogens, right? Disease-causing organisms. And the adaptive or acquired immune system involves the B and T cells, which produce antibodies and memory cells, right? Okay, according to the NIH article on medicinal mushrooms, fungal beta-glucans are notably beneficial to humans. They markedly stimulate the human immune system and protect from pathogenic microbes, which are those disease-causing microbes, and from harmful effects of environmental toxins and carcinogens that impair our immune system. They also protect from infectious diseases and cancer and aid patients' recovery from chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Besides, these compounds are also beneficial to middle-aged people, go me, people with active and stressful lifestyles, and athletes. So guys, incredible medicinal uses. Now, obviously, you follow what your healthcare provider tells you, your specialist, and you guys may have known that my son went through cancer treatment. And trust me, if I had known this then, I would have been talking about what I use now, which I'm going to share with you, with his healthcare providers then, and had them see if it was okay to use the supplement I'm using to help him when he was going through his treatment. Because at that point, anything I could do holistically to help him with Western medicine treatment, which he badly needed, would have been a blessing. And we did everything I knew then and talked with his healthcare providers and his specialists to find out what we could and couldn't do while he was undergoing treatment. And we had those discussions ongoing. So I encourage you to talk with your providers about different things like supplements or things you're thinking you want to start if you're being followed, have a chronic medical condition, taking medications, etc. Now, there are types of mushrooms we're going to talk about and how to use them. Several types of medicinal mushrooms. Each of them have a unique set of compounds that offer specific health benefits. In the research that I was looking at, some of the more popular ones include reishi, chaga, lion's mane, cordyceps, and turkey tail. So now that we've kind of talked about the benefits of mushrooms, I want to talk about how do you incorporate medicinal mushrooms into your daily lives. There's various forms. There's supplements, there's teas, there's powders. So there's lots of ways to make this part of your daily routine. Again, reach out to your healthcare provider and I'll give you more info on that later. But how I do it, well, obviously I cook with mushrooms I get from the store. Guys, you can't just go out in the woods and get mushrooms. There's poisonous mushrooms out there. I know I shouldn't even have to say this, but I'm just putting that out there. Make sure you're very cautious when you're experimenting in this area. I get my mushrooms from farmers markets and grocery stores, and I try to get organic to cook with. And then the other thing I use is a supplement. Arbonne came out with a mushroom powder daily defense, and it's 5 organic mushroom species with beta-glucans. Hello, beta-glucans. So I want to go through the 5 mushrooms that are the 5 organic mushrooms that Arbonne put in this daily defense powder and what the literature is saying on the health benefits of them. So in that powder that Arbonne uses is our organic chaga. Now I will tell you, I use this powder every day, the recommended daily amount that's on the label. And I put it in my protein smoothie every day. You can put it in any kind of beverage. It's a powder supplement that you can add to anything and drink or take once a day. So chaga mushrooms are rich in antioxidants. They help combat oxidative stress in the body. And these oxidants may contribute to overall cellular health and longevity. Chaga is also known for brain health and cognitive benefits. In 1993, a researcher in Japan discovered the chaga mushroom stimulates nerves to regrow by promoting the production of nerve growth factor. And that's a crucial nerve growth factor for the growth and maintenance of neurons. Chaga also supports our immune system by significantly increasing the activity and effectiveness of what's called natural killer cells. And chaga is found to increase the superoxide dismutase in the body. That's a natural antioxidant enzyme. It's produced when our bodies it's produced within our bodies and plays an essential role for free radical scavenging. So it goes out and looks for these free radicals, and it protects DNA from damage and helps reduce the workload placed on the immune system. That's what the superoxide dismutase enzyme does. So this helps with that, the chaga mushroom. And we have an organic chaga mushroom in that daily defense powder. Okay, guys, also chaga is known as an immunomodulator because chaga is able to selectively help raise or lower the volume of our immune system based on what we're exposed to. So that way our immune system mounts the appropriate response. Lots of benefits just from that one. There's 5 organic mushrooms in this daily defense, plus it has the beta glucans in it. That's one. The second organic mushroom is lion's mane, and that helps with brain health, cognitive performance, and mental health. The Model Health Show Medicinal Mushroom podcast episode stated that per researchers, and he cites all the research he looks at, everything he does is full of evidence-based research. Lion's mane intake has the possibility to reduce depression and anxiety per the researchers. And according to the Institute for Natural Medicine article, the gut needs fibrous prebiotics. I've talked about that before. Soluble fibers called beta glucans and antimicrobials to keep a healthy microbiome balance. And lion's mane has all of these important compounds to support healthy nerve growth and inflammatory responses for the brain, immune, and gastrointestinal systems, which are the 3 components of the gut-brain axis. Remember, I told you guys the gut is the second brain and it's in constant communication. The gut and the brain. Actually, most of your serotonin is made in your gut as well, one of the happy neurotransmitters. All right. Lion's mane benefits include, this came from Sloan Kettering, actually, the Sloan Kettering article. Lion's mane benefits include a strong immune system response, healthy blood pressure regulation, normal blood sugar management, reduction of oxidative stress for healthy aging, healthy kidney, gut, and liver function, enhancement of neurotransmitter functioning, reduction of inflammation in the gut and brain. Lots of benefits, and that's only the second of the 5 organic mushrooms that they put in their daily defense powder. Now, guys, when I talk about blood sugar and blood pressure, guys, you know I'm a nurse practitioner. I've worked in Western medicine for a long time. If you are taking medication, whether you're diabetic, high blood pressure, heart patient, whatever it is, you don't suddenly stop any of your medication because you're taking a mushroom powder or you're doing a supplement. You check with your healthcare provider. You get on a holistic, healthy lifestyle. If you're not on one, you can reach out to me, but you definitely want to work with your personal healthcare provider who knows you best. And that way they can monitor you. And maybe over time, you will be able to titrate down some of your medication with the healthcare professional that's managing your meds, because we don't want to do harm. And if you just suddenly stop medications, you can really hurt yourself. So always check and work with the person prescribing your medication, the healthcare provider, because they know you best. Okay. Reishi, the 3rd organic mushroom, organic reishi in the Arbonne Daily Defense Mushroom Powder with beta glucans. Okay, reishi can help with metabolic health and body composition. This blew my mind. Reishi is often referred to, can you tell I get excited? I get so excited when I find out all this info. You guys know I like to nerd out. Reishi often referred to as the mushroom of immortality. Hello, Reishi. Yes, mushroom of immortality. That's got promising promises right now already. All All right, reishi, mushroom of immortality. It's known for its calming effects and its potential to enhance sleep quality. We know how important sleep is. I talk about that all the time. Reishi is a powerhouse of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. Reishi is known to have anti-allergic action, plus found to possess immunomodulating and immune potentiating properties, which means it helps downregulate or upregulate the immune system based on the response needed, and it helps increase the immune response. Reishi is a prebiotic agent, right? Reishi, so prebiotic, I said, is the food that feeds the probiotic, the good gut bacteria. We've talked about that before too, but just a refresher. Oh my gosh, my mouth is getting dry today because I'm so excited, guys. Reishi is a prebiotic agent that prevents gut dysbiosis. Remember, I told you gut dysbiosis is when the balance of the good and bad gut bacteria is imbalanced. So there's more of the quote unquote bad gut bacteria instead of the healthy good gut bacteria. So reishi is a prebiotic agent that prevents gut dysbiosis. How? Prebiotic means it's the food for the good gut bacteria. So it's feeding the good gut bacteria to let it flourish and thrive. And also obesity metabolic disorders in obese individuals. So it helps prevent obesity metabolic disorders in obese individuals. Wow. My head is totally exploding. Is your head exploding like mine? Reishi also helps decrease liver weight. In non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, that is skyrocketing in the United States. Remember, guys, I told you I had fatty liver disease and I've been able to reverse it with a holistic, healthy lifestyle. And my GI doctor told me I no longer have fatty liver disease. My numbers and everything came down. My ultrasound's now normal, but I did have it before when I wasn't taking care of myself on a healthy lifestyle. So reishi can have a 17% reduction in fat deposits in the liver. It reduces the size and fat contents of fat cells, the reishi mushroom. It helps to rebalance functionality and makeup of our gut microbiome, the reishi mushroom. The majority of, and this is just a reminder, guys, the majority of our immune systems in our gut. Remember, I said 70 to 80% of our immune systems actually located in our gut. And we've talked about that in that immunity presentation I did a few weeks ago. And just remember, there are trillions of bacteria cells on and in our human body. Trillions. And they actually outnumber human cells 10 to 1. 10 to 1 bacteria cells to human cells. Crazy. And also, reishi reduces pathogenic, which are those disease-causing bacteria, and increase the health-promoting good gut bacteria, right? Because it's a prebiotic, it's feeding and flourishing the good gut bacteria that helps us. And reishi promotes good sleep quality, which we all need because we know we need to rest and rejuvenate. Okay, that was only number 3. I still have 2 more, guys. Is your head exploding? This is all organic mushrooms in the Arbonne Daily Defense mushroom powder with the beta-glucans that I gave you all the information on. I had no idea how powerful all of this was until I did the research. I got to put that disclaimer out there. Mind-blowing. So you better believe I am absolutely coveting my Daily Defense mushroom powder, and I make sure I never run out. My daughter from college keeps taking it from me. I have to always have backup. Organic shiitake. It's widely used. So the organic shiitake mushroom is the 4th organic mushroom in this Arbonne Daily Defense powder. It's widely used in Japan. This organic or shiitake is widely used in Japan for the treatment of cancers, especially gastric cancer, due to its immunomodulatory action, right? Able to ramp up or ramp down the immune system based on what's needed. And then the article in the National Association of Nutritional Professionals states that shiitake mushrooms were used during the Ming Dynasty in China. Shiitake was deemed the elixir of life. Elixir of life. Yes, I want some of that. They're great to cook with. They're also loaded with B vitamins. They help to control blood sugar levels and reduce inflammation in the body. And then the Sloan Kettering article I looked at for shiitake mushrooms said they prevent and treat many cancers. This is what they're known for. Lowering cholesterol, stimulating the immune system, and they have antiviral and antibacterial properties. All right. The 5th organic mushroom in the Arbonne Daily Defense is maitake. And then this article is from the National Association of Nutritional Professionals, and they state that maitake is commonly known as the hen of the woods or dancing mushroom. Traditional Chinese medicine has used this mushroom for its support on the immune system. The mushroom contains polysaccharides such as beta-glucans, there's that word again, which have been linked to healthy cell growth and turnover. And then I looked at that Sloan Kettering article on maitake mushrooms, and they're used to manage diabetes, lower high cholesterol levels, reduce high blood pressure, and boost the immune system, as well as prevent and treat cancer. Again, guys, we never stop our medications. We follow with our personal healthcare providers or specialists managing us to make sure we do no harm. But this is important education that you can take this information and bring into your healthcare provider to share with them. And if you want something that you can bring in to show them, if you're interested in this Arbonne Daily Defense Mushroom Powder, reach out to me, because I can give you information that you can share with your healthcare provider so they understand what you're talking about and they can make a decision based on what's best for you. Okay. And then, guys, there's a lot of medicinal mushroom companies out there, supplement companies in general, but in the research I was going through, they said there's a lot of medicinal mushroom companies that actually have very little, if any, of the medicinal mushroom in the product. Are you kidding me? How unethical is that? So some of the recommendations in the literature when you are looking for a supplement for medicinal mushrooms was to use, one, you need to use caution, do due diligence, do your research on the company. When you're looking at supplemental medicinal mushrooms, they should be, when you search, you want a high quality mushroom product, and you want it to have the following: made from organic mushrooms, which are the fruit bodies. Ding, ding, ding. Arbonne Daily Defense has that. Extracted to increase bioavailability. Verified levels of beta glucans on the label. Arbonne, the one I'm talking about, has that. Guarded against fillers like grain. There's never any fillers used in any of Arbonne's products. We have a strict ingredient policy. So when you ask me, well, Linnea, why are you using Arbonne's products? Or you have a self-interest in it because you're a consultant. I will tell you, a lot of medical professionals, nurses, PAs, NPs, doctors, neuroscientists, there's so many different backgrounds in Arbonne that are using the products as clients. And a lot of them became consultants. Why? Because we can get behind the ingredient policy and the transparency of the company and the quality of the products. So something I love about Arbonne, there are no fillers. Everything's non-GMO. Really clean products. But as far as how they test and extract the products, one, we are sustainably sourced. We are ¡1 certified B Corp. So Arbonne puts people and the planet over profits. They're looking at environmental impact, and they're looking at the benefit of what the products can do for people over their profits. But when they test the ingredients, they are testing, our company, Arbonne, will actually test it where the ingredient is being sourced to make sure the quality of the product and it is what it says it is. Then it tests again in the product, those ingredients, and then it tests again for shelf stability to make sure when those products are out, when you read the label and it says this is in the product and this amount is in the product, that they have done all stages of testing to make sure that they are giving you that quality product. And I've been using these products for almost 4 years in general, the different products that Arbonne offers. And that's why I became a consultant, was because of the quality of the products and how much it improved my overall health and well-being. So truly remember, there's a lot of companies out there. It can get really confusing when you are looking for supplements in general, and especially because this is on medicinal mushrooms. You really got to research the company and make sure you're doing your due diligence and you're getting what the product says you're getting, because just because it says it on the ingredient label does not mean you're getting that. That's why I stick with Arbonne's products, because I've had just nothing but great success with the company as far as what they say, the transparency, the products, and what they've done for my own health journey and what they've done for a lot of clients on their health journeys that I've coached and supported. So just wanted to put that out there, and you guys do what's best for you. And remember to check with your healthcare provider. So yes, Arbonne's Daily Defense Mushroom Powder is organic. Those 5 organic mushrooms I just broke down for you, but I gave you some evidence behind what each one is supposed to be known for, the health benefits. And then it has the beta glucans in it as well, and no fillers. So guys, in wrap up, I hope you get as excited as I do when I look at the numerous incredible health benefits from mushrooms. It opened my eyes. Like, I knew they were beneficial, but I had no idea to this level. So it's crazy. Game changer. So let's just take the information I just gave you, and I want to give you some facts in the US. You guys have heard me say this before. 60% of daily nutrition in US adults is ultra processed, and ultra processed food is toxic. It damages our gut health. If we damage our gut health, that has an impact on our mental health. It impacts negatively our immune system. It can create chronic inflammation that leads to disease and impacts our metabolic health. It promotes inflammation when we eat those foods. Ultra-processed foods are an absolute stress on our body. Kids are eating 70 to 75% of their daily food intake is ultra-processed. Every cell in our body is made up of the food we eat. And when we know better, we can do better. Remember, guys, I'm on a mission to positively impact your health and wellness through education and coaching to create generational health and a health span that equals your lifespan. So take the first step on your health journey and reach out to me for a free health and wellness consult by commenting below, or you can private message me. I would love to get to chat with you and see where I could offer some things to help fill in the gaps and help you on your personal health journey. Now, disclaimer, per Arbonne, on the daily mushroom defense powder, that product is not intended for children. Pregnant or breastfeeding women and people with known medical conditions should consult with a physician prior to taking supplements. And then I am not making any medical claims regarding this product, the Daily Defense Medicinal Mushrooms, the Arbonne Daily Defense Mushroom Powder. I'm here to share information and provide education to you. And this information is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure, and it's not intended to replace guidance given to you by your personal healthcare provider who knows you best. So for further questions, reach out to me privately, and and also I encourage you to discuss the use of any type of supplements, but also to include the Mushroom Daily Defense Powder by Arbonne with your personal healthcare provider who knows you best. Guys, until next time, be safe. And remember, I am so grateful for each of you, and I hope this brought you value today. Thanks for showing up. Bye.